This is going to be a short video in which I'll talk more about Unit 3 essay assignment, college-related argument. I want to clarify some issues and help you select a good topic that you can write about for this project. This is one of the biggest projects in our course, and I want to make sure that you are all off to a good start with it and you can sustain a good project and get a good grade at the end of it. And more importantly, to learn more about argument in college and how to have a good, sound, valid argument in your essay. So if you have noticed, I'll use here the assignment sheet as a foundation of my video. And after that, after I post it on Blackboard and you'll watch it, I'll open a conversation on Slack for you to post any questions you may have about the assignment, okay? So let's get started. I'll skip the timeline for now because I'd like more to focus on the description and what's entailed in this project. If you have noticed here, it says this is part 1. So does that mean there is a second part? Of course. Otherwise, I wouldn't have said part 1, right? Makes sense. So I'll talk about part 2 in a while. So just hang in there. So for here, I'm giving you a background or a description or something to start thinking about for your project, the topic that you'll be talking about. So I'm giving you here, let's read it together. As you talk to people, walk around campus, chat over dinner in the dining hall, of course, if you live on campus, or even when you are at home, talking to your parents, talking to your brothers and sisters, talking to your family, talking to your friends. I mean, whoever you're talking to about things about college. And I'm sure since almost all of you are first year college students or high school students taking college courses, many people ask you about college and many conversations open around college. You watch the news, and of course, because of COVID, and because of the elections and because of so many things happening around us, there is a lot of buzz around colleges and universities in the news. There is a lot happening on social media, especially with COVID and canceling classes and students quarantining or shifting online or whatever. Or even if you are just browsing the internet and reading, just reading the news, reading something of interest, I'm sure you all noted that colleges and universities have their fair share of news, problems, and debates. Not a single day goes by without such debate or such heated discussion about something related to college. The subjects change over time and across places and groups of people, students, their families, faculty, staff, administration, or other groups related to universities. Each group of these may have their own topics for discussion. They have their own problem. They have their own points of view. They have their own argument. Okay? So, as you engage in all these conversations, even just passively receiving them on the receiving end, or engaging actively by participating and having your own opinion, or actually now that you are experiencing college life for the first time, I'm sure some of you now have a lot of things that they are not very happy about, they are not satisfied with, that they think there should be some change somewhere. They want to propose some changes. They want to point out a problem and why this is a problem for you personally, for a group of people. Okay, I'm gonna give you some examples in a minute, but please, I don't want you to pick one of these examples and use it as your topic. I'm using these examples just to get the juicy Lucy cells in your brain start working and creativity kicks in, and it's like, oh, I now have a good topic that I'd like to work on. So shortly in this unit, you'll choose one topic related to university life and education that interests you, something that really intrigues you, something that piques your interest and passion, and that you have a very good position from that topic. you will construct a strong and sound argument about that topic. Your topic can be about AUM or about other universities or about universities, no, not other universities, about universities in general, okay? We don't want to pick on other universities. Let's focus on AUM. If you have anything in particular you'd like to say about AUM or about other universities, sorry, universities in general. I don't know why I keep saying this. One point I'd like to mention here before I continue to read and explain the assignment. I don't want you to be afraid of voicing your opinion as long as you'll have a good, sound, and supported argument. Don't be afraid of saying AUM can change this and that. AUM has a problem with this, and I think or I believe that there are better ways of doing this. Don't be afraid of doing this, okay? College writing is academic freedom, so feel free to do that as long as you are respectful and you support your argument. You just don't throw anything and it's like everything is bad, everything is wrong, and everything needs to change, okay? So always keep these points in your head as you start building, not just picking your topic, but building your argument. You can choose one of the topics we've read about in this class. Like we've read about the academic college experience recently. We talked about dining. Although it was for schools, you can think about it in terms of college. Think about anything that you experience in college, on campus, online, in a certain course, in a certain requirement, in the way things are being done, gender equality, disabilities, curriculum structure in your major, or things that are required. But think about it, not don't think of something very limited, and don't think of something so broad, okay? So, and this is one of the things that we'll start talking about in the first discussion for this week, which is the rhetorical situation for your project. Beware that in academic argumentative essay, you don't compare the pros and cons of your topic. And we talked about that in my lecture before. You rather take a firm stance, position, and defend it with a strong evidence or data, as Rebecca Jones calls it. Okay, so we're not going to compare pros and cons. No, we're not. We are beyond that. Okay, we grow out of this. So you'll pick a topic and think, what's your position from that topic? And then after that, you'll start supporting your position with you'll break down your position into claims, as we said before, and then you'll support each claim with a series of evidence, okay, or data. Now, we come to the very important point here. You will choose two distinct audiences, and some of you might ask, why two audiences? We always choose only one audience for our projects. Why two audiences here? I'll tell you. We will compose two distinct texts, one for each audience. Particularly, you will compose a written essay and a multimodal text. Don't be alerted, don't be alarmed. Multimodal can be 2 or 3 flyers, a presentation, some memes, a short video, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever your technical skills allow, and whatever you think will be more appropriate for that second audience. Let me give you an example. Imagine that you are writing about an AUM problem, okay? So you want to address two different audiences here. You want to address administration to fix that problem, and at the same time, you want to address incoming students, alerting them that there might be something that they are not very much aware of. So they should be aware of that problem or be ready to face that problem or to handle that problem. Okay, so in your writing to your academic, to AUM administration, it will be a very well-written essay with support from evidence, with very academic essay. But then in talking to students, and we all know that are not big fans of reading essays. So you're gonna give them some flyers. Maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 3 flyers with the same argument, but geared towards a different audience. You may change one of the evidence, that's fine. You'll start using visuals, you'll start using color, just what appeals to these students. And you are one college student, so that's an easy thing, because as if you're designing something for yourself. You can give them a presentation. Maybe you are talking to parents and you'll have a presentation that they can watch as part of the orientation. Maybe you'll have a series of memes, something funny, light, but at the same time derives a good argument and delivers a good argument to your audience. Or a short video that can be shared maybe on social media or something, or sent to parents and students to watch before coming to AUM. So think along these two lines. What are the two distinct audiences you'll be writing or composing for in this project? Okay? Now, in order to effectively persuade your audience, you have to read about your topic and position to come up with a minimum of 3 claims. So I don't want your claims to be shallow, to be simple, to be easy to refute and dismiss, okay? So that means that you need to do some reading. We're not doing research, okay? We're not doing like extensive research or intensive research as you'll do in English 1020 next semester. No, this is just basic thing. Read something in the news, read some opinion pieces from New York Times, The Atlantic, or things like that. Something credible, something trustworthy, and to support your topic and to support your claim. And then you will later support using various types of strong evidence. We talked about types of evidence in my lecture. You are now practicing that in analyzing the college experience article. So you now know what types of evidence are good and strong. And you'll have to think about, okay, what type of evidence will work best for my claim? Do I need statistics? Do I need result of research? Do I need anecdotes? Do I need to give examples? What kind of, do I need to tell my personal experience with this? What kind of evidence do I need to support my claim and to make a strong evidence and to make strong argument? Good argumentative essay should include reasons and evidence that support your position as well as acknowledgement and rebuttal of the opposite position. I'll talk more about that next week. Okay, so let's focus now on coming up with the topic, our position from that topic, and then break it down into why do you think this is your argument. 3 reasons. Okay, this is it. I don't want more than 3 reasons or 3 claims to support or to break down your argument. The conclusion of your essay should not only restate your thesis statement. I know this is what they told us before. Conclusion is a restatement of the thesis statement. Just rephrase it or put it in other words and put it right away in your conclusion and you're good to go. No, not really. You will use the discussion you've had in your essay to emphasize your purpose. Why AUM should do things differently. Why universities need to change one thing. Okay, so this can be something like call for an action. It's like you're inviting administrators to take an action on this. You're inviting students to reconsider their behavior or their actions on this topic. You're inviting parents to think differently or act differently. Okay, so whatever you're doing, it can be a call for action in your, or just emphasizing that people should do things differently or people should do something to solve that problem. So these are my expectations. Sources, as we said here, will need sources to support our argument, and there will be another video lecture about using sources and how to best use sources and why we use sources, okay? And then we'll have thesis statement. This is going to be the your argument, your main argument, okay, as you're doing now in the analysis of the college experience essay. Okay, so of course you can use images if you want, and then you will have a conclusion that goes back to your purpose and audience, and make your purpose very clear at the end of the essay. And then these are the formatting requirements: 4 to 5 pages, double spaced, 1-inch margin, 12 point, blah, 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 last name and page number in upper right-hand corner. You know the drill, okay, that we've been using for the past 2 units. And these are some notes for your consideration. Of course, I won't accept any sign of plagiarism in the final draft, because this will mean you'll fail the assignment. Number 2, I will not accept or grade late work for this project, because we are in a crunch of time right now. So after the grace period, the Blackboard folder will close. You must complete all stages listed in the timeline, which I'll go back in a minute, to receive a grade for this unit. And you're not allowed to change the topic in your proposal. And that means that you need to spend some good time thinking about your topic up to the proposal stage, which is going to be due on Saturday. Okay, so if in your rhetorical situation post, which is going to be Wednesday, you can start with a topic and then realize that no, that's not really what I want to talk about, or I don't have enough or strong evidence to use, so I'm going to change that. Once we reach the proposal, you cannot change your topic. If you're not sure about your topic, come talk to me. Schedule a meeting. Come to my student hours, whatever. Email me. Message me on Slack and let's talk. Okay? And then next week you'll have an outline of the essay, so you are more organized, and you make sure that you don't forget anything in your essay. Okay? And then first draft is going to be Sunday the 8th. Peer review is going to be on Google Drive as usual on the 9th. Actually, the Zoom meetings, the Zoom conferences are going to be on Tuesday. I don't know why I said the 19th. Tuesday is not the 19th, but anyway, I'll change this. This is going to be Tuesday the 10th. Okay, this is not the 19th. This should be the 10th. Okay, and then you will have time to come up with your revision plan and everything, and then you'll submit the final draft on Blackboard by the end of Thanksgiving holiday. Okay, I hope this has explained the assignment requirement, the assignment topic, the assignment expectations to you. And now there will be a discussion on Slack or in using the questions channel. If you have any questions about this assignment, you can feel free to ask them there, and I'll be happy to answer them on the call. Okay, thank you so much, and I'm looking forward to reading about your topics and answering your questions. See you.